The state legislature showing support for the city of Pharr as they pursue a venture that would make foreign trade easier. But as Action 4's Alisa Ortiz filed today, the plans could cause the city to bump heads with another organization.
State legislators have been showing support for a bill that would be the first step for Pharr to establish their own foreign trade zone. But the McAllen Economic Development Corporation says they weren't happy to hear of Pharr's plans.
And it would be more economical for them to just use our subzone.
The McAllen EDC oversees the McAllen Foreign Trade Zone. According to the Foreign Trade Zones Board, each port of entry can have one zone. For the Hidalgo, Pharr, and Zalduas port of entry, that zone is the McAllen FTZ. Another zone can only be approved if the existing zone isn't doing its job.
If they apply, what it does is it says that we aren't we aren't meeting the market. And that's not true.
However, City Manager Fred Sandoval says it was never Pharr's intention to make that claim.
What we're trying to do is prepare for the future, not necessarily trying to disparage anything that McAllen's doing or what they have been doing, but really to be prepared for us to assume the growth on our end of the valley.
Partridge says the McAllen Foreign Trade Zone would prefer Pharr to establish a subzone under their leadership, saying it would promote the idea that the Rio Grande Valley should work together as one region.
For us to compete, we're not competing with one another. We're competing with the rest of the world.
Sandoval says that's a goal they can still work toward, even if Pharr has its own trade zone.
Regionalism has always been at the top of our priority list. However, I think we could still think regionally, but be prepared to service our customers the way we need to.
And that was Alisa Ortiz reporting. If the bill passes, Pharr will still need to apply and receive approval from the Foreign Trade Zones Board. If plans to establish their own bridge do come through, Sandoval says they would be more than willing to discuss the option of establishing a subzone with the McAllen EDC.